When the NLA took up the process of registering private operators, one of the requirements was for the private operators to provide data of the number of writers they have. If you use those projections against what they send as returns in terms of what they operate, there's a huge disparity. Meaning an operator could have reported to NLA that have up to about 5,000 writers. But in actual fact, in their operations, they report 1,500, 1,200. So we want to be able to rely on accurate data. Now, once these informations are coming from the same source, in one breath, you are told that they have so much writers because they want to be able to satisfy the requirements of the NLA in getting registered. Now, once they get registered, then subsequently the numbers fall short of what they had presented for registration. So you are unable to say whether it was one that was cooked data for purposes of qualifying to register. So with this process, what it does is to allow for the person engaged in the selling to tell us that my business is registered under X, Y, or Z license operator, so that at the end of the day, that aggregate in the system tells us how many people are licensed actually to sell legitimately lotteries that are operated by the NLA. Once we have that ongoing, then anybody outside that bracket, after the window of registration period that we would have allowed, anybody selling outside that window without that registration can therefore be deemed to be what? Operating illegally. And when we do hold on to such persons through our operations, we will definitely take them through the full rigors of the law. Well, it is a partnership. Clark and NLA are partnering to do this. So we would end up with what we call a win-win situation. Okay? Once the NLA is in partnership with Clark, Clark wants a situation where out there, while you are registered with the NLA and paying fees, somebody else who is operating submarine and have not paid any fees, operating illegally and also feeding on what do you call it, the lottery that NLA draws, at the end of the day, once that is nipped in the bud, it improves the sales for what? Both NLA and those who are legitimately registered. So the fees, part of it will go for the technical service, part of it will go to Clark, and NLA will also have a share.